Hey everyone, this is Sally Mae with Swift Creek Customs, and in this video I'm going to share how I use the Siser EasyCrease Tool to make the score lines on this box. It is a design that's in the Leonardo Design Studio library, and I don't often use this because it does take more time to swap out the tools, but in this case I think it does give it a better finished look for this box design versus a dashed line that is cut. So in the Siser Leonardo Design Studio library, I'm clicking on the mini shoebox design, clicking open design, and then I'm going to bring it in onto my design mat. I scaled this up just a bit, but you could definitely create it at the size that it comes in as. And I just scaled it up so that it would fit on a full 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. Now you'll notice that the fold contour lines are set for green, which is the fold, and then you have a black outline that's around the outer edge. You do want to make sure to use current matte page option or keep relative positions when you go to send the design if you are both doing the score lines and then the cut lines. This way it will score in the exact location that it is supposed to, and the cut lines will line up. First, I had to go do my test cuts, which I forgot to record, and then I did some testing with the EasyCrease tool for my cardstock. This is a thicker cardstock, and I ended up using a force of 160. I probably could have done 2 passes, but I brought that back into the software and set that up for the cut tool. Now here I went back to the design because the black shape doesn't have a designation. I believe it would still cut, but I went back and just turned that to a blue designation for the cut tool. So then I could go into the send tab, click send here, and I could set up the blue cutting tool. I just wanted to verify that for myself. So with my test cuts, I entered those numbers. The fold crease line that I used was actually the full force because it is a thicker cardstock. It's linked in the description below as well. And then I'm clicking on the fold score lines and clicking send to cutter. Once I click OK, we'll go over to the machine. It's going to score those lines. Now this is sped up, but I will slow it down here for you in just a second. Once that score line is done, I took the crease tool out and put the blade in back in the software. I sent this to the cutting machine. I just verified that the blue was set for the settings that I had currently test cut with. And then back to the machine, and it's going to cut out around the design. Now when I was watching the video, I noticed it's super fast and it actually did 2 passes, but I don't know why. Here I have slowed the video down, so this is my second box that I cut, and I'm going to share with you in real time the actual process that I went through. So this is the EasyCrease tool. Take a craft stick or popsicle stick, hold that tool until it just barely touches that popsicle stick underneath, and then tighten the tool housing. So here's a close-up look at that popsicle stick underneath. You don't want the tool to jam into the popsicle stick. You want to be able to remove it easily and not drag. So then I just removed that. That gives you the clearance, and it's set the same every single time. Then I just moved it to the point of origin. Always make sure you move it to point of origin or your score lines will not be where you think they should be. And then I went back to the software. I send this to do the score lines. As you'll see here, I probably could have done 2 passes. Now this is real time on my machine. It's set to a speed of about 10, and it is scoring those lines. It is a thicker cardstock that I'm using. It's a 105-pound cover or 285 GSM. You will just need to test for your particular cardstock. You do not want it to gouge into it or tear or cut when you are doing the crease lines. Now here's where it gets interesting. When I watched this the second time when I was editing the videos, I put the blade in, and this time it only cut 1 pass. I am using the same file. I am one right after the other. I'm sending this to cut, but for some reason this time it only did 1 pass when I went to cut. Now it is a thicker cardstock. My blade is very well used. I probably could have gotten away with doing the 2 passes with this. It would have just given it a little bit cleaner edges. By the time I got done with my 4th box, I found my blade was getting could have used just a little bit more help just because of cardstock is fibrous. And then here's a look at assembling this box. So first I used a bone folder and folded all of those score lines and then creased them really, really well. Then I created the rest of this design. Now you could customize your box in many, many different ways. And I'm going to create some more because I have so many more ideas for this box. So I created this design in the Siser Leonardo Design Studio software. I will have a video out on how I did that. And once I have it, I'll link it in the description below as well. But I just took Oracal 651 adhesive vinyl and cut it, and then I applied it with some transfer tape. Now I wanted to keep my box, I did this all before I glued it together because it's easier to apply the vinyl when it is completely flat. So then I put that back together because now I'm going to add some stickers onto this shoebox, and these are custom labels designed and printed on sticker paper. You'll find a link in the description below when that video is ready as well. But you could do this for all kinds of different things. You could include different information on it. The original template file I used was created for a birthday. Now my sticker did not fit on the front where I wanted it to go, but I just pivoted. I grabbed more adhesive, Oracal adhesive vinyl. I found a design in the Siser Leonardo Design Studio software that Stephanie with So Stephanie used last week in her live, and I loved it. So I had been cutting different materials with my different blades, and I did a test cut, then sent this all to cut out the design for my 4 boxes. And it's just one of those things that happens when you're creating projects. Sometimes things don't work out, but the best part about having a cutting machine is that you can cut new designs and work with those to make your box. I actually think it turned out fabulous. So here I am just weeding that design. Again, I'm creating on the fly here while I was trying to record the videos since my idea didn't work out. I could have also just scaled it down and cut again on sticker paper, but I didn't need another full sheet of stickers. So I just added that, again, Oracal 651 added to the front lip, and it's easier when it's flat. And then I am using a precision tip bottle to apply some super tight precision craft glue. I find this is really good for 3D projects. Liquid glue, you just really have to find the glue that you want that works for you. There's all kinds of types out there. I grabbed my art glitter glue at first, but it was too watery for some reason. So I just grabbed what I've been using for the last year, and it's worked well. 3D designs, you want to make sure that they are well stuck together. If that adhesive isn't going to hold your paper together, it's not, your box is going to fall apart. So I am gluing that together with the precision tip. You do not use too much glue or it will just kind of disintegrate that paper. Hold it 10 to 15 seconds, and then I would move on to the next step. So I just continue to do this for the assembly of all 4 of the boxes. So here's a little bit of a close-up look once I was finished with the first box. And I love it. It's for my family, and I think they'll enjoy it, especially when I fill it inside with a bunch of candy. So there's a close-up look at that, and here's a few photos of this. This was a fun project to create, and I see myself making more of these for different things, including one for myself that I will share in my Facebook group. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Make sure to check out the links in the description for additional information. Have a great day.